Hello there, I'm Ren, a university student and productivity enthusiast. Today I'm going to showcase my morning routine, which starts off at 6 a.m. when the sound of my beautiful Google Home Mini goes off, and I go ahead and turn on my touch-sensitive lamp and make my way over to the restroom. My Google Home Mini is quite convenient because I can just shout the word stop and it'll stop itself, but it's also a little bit dangerous sometimes because I end up falling back asleep. So you can see me here just going through the basic tasks of washing up and brushing my teeth, and it's also really important these days to wash your hands due to the virus that's going around, so I'm doing that as well. I then go back into my room and get dressed, putting on my really nice smartwatch that tracks my running, and then I go ahead and put on some workout clothes in preparation for my morning run. Then I go ahead and head down the stairs and put on some of my nice running shoes, which are from Asics, and all of the products I'm using in this video are basically going to be linked down below, and I'm going to try to include the right products. If they're not there, then I'll definitely try to include a similar product I find that I think I would actually buy as well. So then I make my way over to the kitchen where I make myself a really nice cup of warm water with some honey just to give me some energy and to stay hydrated before my run. I usually make myself a warm cup of water with honey every morning, so this isn't just for my run, but I'm trying to stay consistent with my schedules, so hopefully in the future I'll be running every single morning. Now you can see me just hanging out with my dog Snowball for a little while. I like to always get in some bonding time with him in the morning. I'm just going to sit down and pet him, and then I'm going to take him on my run with me, and my mom's also coming along with us. So I go ahead and grab my AirPods, my phone, my keys, and I go ahead and just head straight out the door to my car. So I've actually found a really nice place near my house to run, and unfortunately it's a bit of a drive, but again, I'm trying to stay consistent with running every single day, or at least as often as I possibly can. So I'm totally fine with running a little bit away from my house, and it's a place I found where there's not many people, so I'm able to take off my mask and not have to worry about that while running. You can see that I'm starting off my run at exactly 7 a.m. and going ahead and putting my AirPods into my ears and playing some music. Here I'm just demonstrating on my phone, but I actually play my music through my smartwatch, which has music integrated into it, and all I do is just download some files onto there with my music on it. And here I'm just going to go ahead and initiate my run on my smartwatch. Today I'm going to run about 3 miles or so and then head back home. I always try to get in some exercise for the day, but I'm planning to go for a run in the morning whenever possible this semester, just to get my blood flowing, since it's actually scientifically proven exercising before you study can help increase some of your brain activity. And usually I spend most of the day sitting in lectures anyways, but when I'm on campus I walk around quite a bit, and my campus is actually really hilly, so I get in lots of exercise. But since my house isn't nearly as big as the area of my school, I'm making sure to plan in time throughout my day for exercising. Now I'm just noticing that my car is a little bit low on gas, so today I'm heading over to the gas station and getting some gas into the car. Always make sure to put on your mask. Here in the US, or at least here in my state, we are required to wear masks when we go out. Like I said, I was running in an area with not many people around, but here at the gas station, I'm definitely putting my mask on. Once I get back, I change into some normal clothes right away and drop my workout clothes into the washing machine. Then I make sure to get some Lysol spray as well and spray down some of the surfaces I touched. Make sure also to wash my hands right away since I was just out and about. Another super helpful tip for sanitizing is using alcohol prep pads, and here I'm just going to sanitize my phone, my AirPods, my keys, which were the 3 main things that I took with me on my run. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm wiping all of those down and making sure that everything is super clean. At the moment, with the pandemic going on, I'm just being super cautious because the situation isn't going well in the US, and I want to make sure that my family isn't exposed to the virus. So I'm just making sure to do all of those things and spraying down all of the surfaces I can. I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water. I always drink smart water. It's a little bit bougie, but I personally just enjoy the taste. I'm gonna make myself a quick little chai tea latte. I'm not a huge fan of coffee, but for some reason before college I bought myself a Keurig machine. Don't ask me why. I thought maybe I'd like coffee someday, but here I am putting a chai tea latte K-cup into my Keurig and just brewing myself some of that. I'm a huge fan of chai tea lattes, and it's actually my go-to order at Starbucks. So I purchased those cups and they actually taste pretty good. So I go ahead and pop some bread into the toaster and take it out. And right when quarantine started in my state, actually, I bought these 2 huge jugs of Skippy peanut butter. Super chunk, of course, which is my favorite, from Costco. And here I am actually finishing up on the 2nd jug. But if that doesn't speak to how much I love crunchy peanut butter, I really don't know what does. On Mondays, my first class isn't until 10, so I have a pretty long time to enjoy my breakfast. And you can see that I have another bowl beside me, which is actually this egg thing that my mom makes. I'm really not a fan of the taste of eggs, but it tastes so much better than eating eggs alone, and it's a bit more tolerable for me personally. So now I just take my unfinished chai latte up the stairs and back into my room. Afterwards, I still have a little while before I need to attend class, and every morning I try to spend some time for prayer and quiet time with the Lord by reading my Bible just to kick off the day. This is also something I try to leave time for in my mornings, so other than a run in the future, I'm also going to be planning out extra time for reading the Bible. My faith is really important to me, and I always try my best to set aside time for God. Then I go ahead and start up my monitor and take a look at the schedule I set for myself the night before and get a glimpse of what the rest of my day should look like. I then write my task list on the whiteboard above my desk and make sure that I check things off throughout the day. This is a really important tip for you guys. I think it's super important to have a to-do list and a general schedule for your day. By writing that down on a whiteboard just above your desk or somewhere you can easily view it while you're doing your work, so that you'll have a constant reminder throughout the day of how many other tasks you have left to get done in the day. So now I'm just going to set aside my phone, take out my iPad Pro, and get started with studying and my academic focus of the day. So today I have a little bit of time left over once again before my lecture actually begins, so I'm going to prepare and preview a lecture I have later on in the day. It's always really important for me to preview lectures, not exactly for comprehension, but just to have a general idea of what to focus on during the actual lecture itself. So I'm already slightly familiar with the content and don't have to be overwhelmed from seeing it for the first time during a live lecture. Alright, so now that I've finished preparing for that class, my first class of the day is actually starting up, which is a different lecture. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up the syllabus onto my iPad Pro. I'm just going to simply scroll through the syllabus and have a glimpse at it one more time. I've already gone through it multiple times, but I just want to make sure I'm on the right side. So now I'm just heading onto my university's actual website where I'm able to see all the Zoom links being posted, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm completely prepared to join that Zoom meeting at any point. Now that we are 10 minutes before the Zoom session for my lecture begins, I go ahead and position my laptop and my iPad Pro in the right spot. I have my iPad Pro out just to take notes during the lecture if necessary. Usually on the first day we're going over the syllabus, which is why I have that open as well. Now, since class is starting in just a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and join the Zoom meeting. That pretty much sums up my morning routine for the first day of the semester. After this, I just have 2 more lectures of the day and I go through some studying and note-taking just to make sure that I'm off to a strong start for the semester. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a new type of content for the channel, and I'm going to start branching into more study with me and day in the lifestyle videos as well if you guys would like to see those. And of course, I'm still going to be making my typical note-taking app reviews, as well as more tutorials and deep dives into specific apps. And let me know if you'd like to see more of these lifestyle type videos in the future, and I'll definitely make sure to emphasize those as well on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you all very soon.